Welcome to today's episode of the Agent Goldmine, where Ali and I are going to give our personal updates. So, this one is for those of you who care about what we're doing in our business and hopefully you can pull some nuggets from it. Not hopefully, definitely, obviously. And yeah, so this is what we're doing in our businesses. And ready, set, Ali, go. You want me to go?
Hot potato.
Really?
So what's actually not business super right now? We're moving.
Where are you
We're
moving?
we're
What do you
moving
mean?
to the other Twin City. We're going from St. Paul to Minneapolis.
Why?
Um,
What?
because so I've been doing a lot of like thinking about how like where I want every dollar to go. When we moved to Minnesota, now that I know that I can still run my business from across the country, I originally I really like I haven't been around snow in so long despite being from New York. I didn't want to purchase a property, like purchase a house, like a single family, because I didn't want to deal with snow, plowing, like, just snow blow no, thank you. Leaves? No, thank you. Lawn work? No, thank you. Oh my god, I hate like, no. And, like, for me, it wouldn't even be an issue, like, obviously, we pay for somebody to do
That's
that,
what I was like,
and
"You're not
Brit
doing it."
yeah, absolutely not. And then Brit is I just could foresee that Brit would be like, "Okay, no. We can do this." She's the type that like, "Hey, we can do this ourselves," and plus
Right,
it's
Jake's the
like
same way. I'm like, "No, we're
yeah.
hiring that shit out. We're
Yeah.
never,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it."
So yeah. So anyway, so we got this condo and it's expensive. Like we pay $4,000 a month. And then I'm like, dang, what else could I do if we cut our living expenses in half? Because our cars are paid off, and like, and I'm making the most amount of money that I've ever made. I'm looking at my calendar over here of like how much I make every single month or how much I've made so far in 2025. And I'm like, dude, but where is it going? you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? So yeah, so we're moving. We're renting actually. We're going from ownership to renting. And I haven't rented set in like 10 years at least. So I'm like pretty excited about cutting our living expenses in half and taking more trips to Asia. That's my goal.
What are you doing with your condo?
We're gonna sell it. There's no way that it's gonna work as a renter because the HOA, they don't allow short term. So it has to be long term. And it's just we would be so far negative. So we're just gonna cut it. Like there's no point of like waiting for just holding on to it.
Okay, are you guys gonna be okay on the sale? Like, has it appreciated enough or just whatever, we're cutting losses?
Actually, no, we're gonna be losing money. So we've lived here for a year and a half
Yeah,
ish. Condos in St. Paul have decreased in value.
love that.
And they take a year to sell. So it's gonna be like a flash sale. Like we're just gonna list below what we purchase it at probably.
Yeah.
Like because we put a lot of money down on this. So I'm just like, just take what we have and pay toward everything else.
That's exciting, but you're staying in whatever state you're
In
in,
the area.
Minnesota. Is it Minnesota?
Minneapolis.
I know it's St. Paul, but I'm like, it's one of those, so it's gonna sound so bad from anyone who's, like, from there, but, like, there's this whole part of the country, including where Drake's from, which is South Dakota, that I'm just like, "This is blurry, and none of these states have personalities to me," which, again, I shouldn't be saying this, but, I mean, I'm like, I don't know what's going on up there."
Dude, same. Like geography in New York, it was like we know where Maine is, New York,
Yeah.
Jersey, Connecticut, Florida, California, the rest, the middle. Like, yeah.
Before I moved to Kentucky, it was also part of the middle of, like, "Oh, those states, whatever."
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah,
You're
no,
living
I
there.
hear you.
Okay, so you're staying there, but aren't you long term gonna move again
We were
eventually?
thinking about it, but because of Britt's dad, his condition is still not good enough for us to move away. So we're gonna be here for at least a couple more years. Um, but yeah, so I'm like excited about because I was looking at my goal. Like it's already toward right. We're recording this right now. It's September 2025, and I was thinking about my goals for 2026. And so I've made the most I've ever made as far as GCI goes and revenue share and well, not rental income this
Literally.
year.
Okay.
Not rentals. Rentals was so bad this year, but I fired my property manager. I hired a new one. We start this week. So that's another part of like we're bleeding out like 3K a month just on one property. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
gross.
come
This
on.
is not rented?
N-
It's vacant?
No. The property manager that I originally hired, they said that they worked with Section 8, that they knew the process, and clearly they didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to turn that whole building into Section 8 because one is already approved. And yeah, I'm like, you know what? Okay, forget it. So I fired them and I hired somebody else, and they said that they'll be able to get it rented in a week. So I'm excited about that. So
Oh
like
my
things are going to
god.
turn around, like an extra 3K, no longer bleeding on that one property, cutting housing in half. We have no other like bills really. We don't have like credit card bills or anything like that. Just paying back our private money lender for that rental. And that's it. Like I'm like I just want to coast. So like again, going back to like my 2026 goal, I'm like originally it was going to make 500K, like that was going to be my goal, and then I'm like why? Like if I can just reduce my expenses, because it got to the point where I think in the beginning of us recording this, and definitely when I first joined Five Pillars, I was like so I'm just gonna say stingy. I was or careful with where I was spending my money.
Yep.
Like ChatGPT, $20. I don't think so. Like
Right.
here.
I remember that,
And
Allie.
dude, yeah. And like now I'm like, oh, a coach for 6K, done. Like sign me up, put me on the wait list, and like just refund me if like so I don't want to say loosey goosey with my money, but like I now know the importance of shortening my time frame and learning something. And I think I got a little carried away with that. So now I'm like, I don't want to work harder. So my goal is
Right.
no longer to make 500K. My goal is just to make the same, if that, but just like reducing expenses. I'm excited for, uh, I want my theme for 2026 to be calm.
That's a yeah, I hope so. I'm excited to see a calm version of Allie.
It's about time, huh? You never met her. Me
Never met her
neither.
before. But that's
Yeah.
awesome. I really love I love this journey for you. For real though. I mean, I think that's awesome. It's like we don't always need more. We just like you're like, okay, I don't want to work harder. Don't need to make more. I just need to figure out where my money's going and adjust, take action accordingly to meet the same end state. It's kind of like the idea too of like you don't need more clients necessarily. You might just need clients in a different price point, or you might need to adjust the way that you do business. So you don't need more, you just need better, whatever. I don't know.
Stronger. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever the word is.
Yeah.
That's yeah, that's freaking awesome though.
Yeah, thank you. What about you? What's latest in your personal and business?
And personal and business. Well, related to kind of what you just said. I'm totally still in the like light life. Like I don't want to be stressed. Like I don't want to have to work, and close a shit ton of deals to support my lifestyle. So we're very much in the same boat. Like we no car payment and luckily like no house payment. We paid it off. So like that feels really light without those things, which is kind of funny because a couple years ago I would have been like, I don't know, like why would you ever put your money towards paying off your car and your house if you could invest more in real estate or put it to work for you? And I'm like, it's kind of that shift of like, well, I could, but that's kind of like back on the hamster wheel of push, 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 which is I have stepped on the side of the hamster wheel. I'm not in the push, push, push mode anymore. I'm definitely still in the push because I know that progress is ultimately what makes me feel fulfilled. And if I don't have forward progress, if like I'm not actually working hard, and at the end of the day, I have that moment where I'm like, like a hard day's work. Like if I don't have that, I'm unhappy. It will last me like 3 days and I'm like, I hate myself. And I know this because I tried to be like retired once. It was horrible. Um, but it's
Wait,
also like,
talk more about that. Why?
because I don't like the feeling of doing nothing. Like truly of doing nothing if not I feel like I'm wasting my life. And I've kind of gone back and forth with the is this just something I need to learn how to be content and happy with nothingness, or is this a Shelby like achievement issue? And what I found for me is that it's not a Shelby achievement issue. It's kind of like the human nature of humanity, I think, is fulfilled by doing work, meaningful work, things that matter to them, and feeling that sense of pride in what that they've done by the end of the day. But for me, adjusting that from I have to do as much as human possible to everyone for everyone and for myself to I can do a little bit. I can work hard on things that I enjoy and still get that fulfillment at the end of the day, as opposed to, yeah, when I'm doing nothing, I literally hate myself. But that's me. Everyone's different.
Yeah, and I wonder what like my journey is going to be. I thought about like I spoke about this with Britt yesterday. I was like, what am I gonna feel like? And I don't know until I get there. Like when I throttle it back 50%, how all I've ever been for the last 4 years has been 200%.
Yeah, yeah,
Like at this
full
pace,
current.
I'm gonna have a heart attack at 40, and I don't want to. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I actually meet with a hypnotist today. I'm
Oh
like
my god.
super stoked.
You have to give us we'll do a personal update after that to see how that went because
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, today's just an initial consult. It's not gonna be anything, but it's so interesting that he apparently does it over FaceTime. But yeah, after I heard about this from like multiple people, like podcasts that I listen to, I was like, let me try it. I know it's not LSD, but
I'm a super skeptic. I'm like, "Ain't no way."
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Ain't
And
no way," but
yeah, with hypnotism, you have to believe it for it to be true. But like, I'm like, even if it doesn't happen, but I believe that it happened, like
yeah,
it gives me the same outcome.
sure.
So, but yeah, that's cool. I didn't know your house was paid off. Hell yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm excited about
Did
I
you
mean, all that. Yes.
did you do the shred?
No, we didn't tread. I just sold a bunch of rentals and we were like, "What do we wanna do with this
Oh, that's
money?"
right.
And so paid off the house and then the rest we're doing like lending, which is really great because like I don't wanna do more projects. I don't want more rentals, but I obviously we need our money to keep working. And so being able to super hand select people that we already have worked with or love in the world because thank God we're in real estate and we have a background in investing. So it's been really fun to just like pick and choose projects that we want to lend on. And then that's like the best money ever.
That is so
Because it's
cool. That's the
yeah, it's
top of
like
the
it's the
pyramid.
work.
You made it. You are now lending
Uh,
instead of
and
being on
that's the
the
way I don't feel I mean, I don't feel like I made it. I don't feel like that I don't wanna ever feel like it's fun to keep working. It's fun to keep growing and whatever. You get it. We kinda just went through that. But yeah, the other thing I was gonna say is for the finding that level of working hard, but also not killing yourself. I also feel like for me, that has also been like a physical journey because not only what is most fulfilling to me is working hard in business, but really what it's turned out to be is like a creative kind of like puzzle project, which is business for me. I love the fact that you can create, build, grow, and watch it develop over time. So that's that piece. But then the other piece is like, obviously, I've been like really into CrossFit. I say obviously as if people, if this is your first podcast, I've been really into CrossFit for the past year now. And being able to physically exhaust myself and at the end of the day, see the transformation in my body composition and the things I've been able to do are also very fulfilling. So it's like multiple different avenues to equal that. And I'm not saying I have it perfect. Like there's still days where I'm like, yeah, I fucking wasted today or, like have moments where I'm like, God, man, I should have done better. But like overall, it's one of those things where it's like, are you having more good days than bad?
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
that's physical kind of update. And what else personally? Oh, yeah, I was just going to add to you that money is only as good as the value it brings because you were talking about putting into coaching and how can I expedite whatever. It's one of
Mhm.
those things where it's like money is all made up. It's all fake. So if
Everything is
you
fake.
everything is
Everything.
fake. Yeah,
Taxes, housing,
exactly.
value, everything is fake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
totally.
If you're on a 50-50 split, it's time to rethink your brokerage. At EXP, the split is 80-20. And once you cap, you keep 100%. We show you how to get there faster. I'm Ali Garced, or Ali the Agent. My sponsor, Shelby Johnson, and I each close over 40 deals a year. We are full-time agents actively producing, and everyone in our upline is an icon agent. When you name us as a sponsor at EXP, you get full access to all of our systems and checklists and templates, our 200K GCI playbook to help you make 200K your first year, direct mentorship and direct access to us, no huge group calls. We also help agents add another stream of income, which is rev share. We will help you with all the tools and trainings you need to build revenue share that will help you retire early. If you're interested in building an actual business, book a call at theagentgoldmine.com.
One more life update I wanted to give is that I had like came out hot on YouTube. I did like 9 videos in the first 4.5 weeks, long form, was cranking it out. And then we got busy and I literally have not done anything in like a full month. But today my first long form video in a month is coming out, which yay. but I did wanna say that the cool thing about YouTube is that it's still cranking even when I'm not like, I had 9 videos, and in of those first 9, I think my lowest view is, like, 250, views, which on a brand new channel, my biggest one has, like, 20,000 now.
Dude.
19,000, but they're also, like, 1,700, like, 1,200. I'm looking at my views right now, and 343 subscribers. But the cool thing is, like, I have not done anything for a month, and I still 2 days ago got another lead who was like, "Hey, found your channel, blah, 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 thinking about moving there." So that's 5 leads of, like, basically 1 month of YouTube, and I'm so excited to get back on the horse. So if any of you are thinking, Ali talks about it all the time, and I took a long time to get on the train. So from a person who's newer on the train, don't give up. Also telling myself, get back on there. At least 1 video a week is now my new goal. I'm like 2 videos a week. That was I think it's really good to come out, like, and, like, punch as much as you can to kinda get it off the ground. And
Mhm.
I'm not saying that it's, like, off the ground, but, like, from now, I think it's a lot more sustainable to do, like, 1 video a week. And even Ali, I think you said on your one of your channels, you do, like, 1 video a month because you have so many.
Yeah, yeah, it was the Tucson channel. I pretty much do 1 a month, and that's all I need
That
because
still feeds you
because I have the
amazing.
other videos that are just rolling, you know? So, continuing to snowball down the hill and get bigger and bigger. But yeah, like, if possible, I always try to recommend, or at least I tell, like, my coaching students to do 20, and it's a lot of work, but, like, once you have 20 videos,
Yeah.
then you can miss a week and be fine because you're gonna be overwhelmed with the leads soon. So,
Okay,
I'm
that's
stoked
good
for
to know
you.
because I have 9, so I need my, 11 more to. And if you guys didn't know, Ali has started doing coaching, and you should definitely hit her up if you are looking for coaching. If you already have, it's Ali, you like people who are already have the mindset. You're not doing mindset coaching overall. You do
Mm-mm.
a little bit, but you are more of like the people who are ready for tactical. This is
Yeah.
exactly what you do. Put your head down and fucking do it type of
Yes.
personalities, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
100%. If you need like a wake up call or accountability or hey, like I can't get out of bed, not for me. Go get some fucking sleep. No, that's not what I do. Yeah, if you want like the exact scripts, exactly what to do, how to funnel and get leads and then how to work the leads because at some point my goal for teaching YouTube is to help agents get so many leads that now they need to get their time back. And that's what I mean, I love those 2 subjects, YouTube and then how to get your time back. I love it. So, yes.
Where do they go to get more information on coaching?
Hit me up on Instagram, Ali the agent, ALI. That's probably gonna be the best way. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have one more thing I kind of want to talk about, and it's because I'm kind of like struggling with it right now. Is so I know we already talked about fitness and how it's like been a huge focus of mine recently. Well, I did like normal classes, which are an hour a day up until 2 months ago. And then I started doing this like compete track programming, which is now like 2.5 to 3 hours a day of fitness, which is
Okay, Olympian.
well,
Wow.
so this is kind of what I'm like battling with now is like I had huge amount of progress in the first year. And even since doing this like compete track, and my mind is like how what's my capacity? Like what is my potential? I'm like genuinely curious, and I'm having like so much fun in the learning stages and like this quick growth stages, but I can see it coming now, like a more of a plateau because you can't jump 20-pound PRs every week. Like that you just, at some point you hit kind of like a max, and then your gains start going slower. And it's really easy to be excited and motivated when you're having like huge jumps in progress. But then when your progress is slowing down, which it's not even yet, I can just see it coming. It's like, what's the point? And this probably, I mean, this ties probably to what you were saying earlier, where it's like, why do I want $500,000 a year? Like, what's the point? Because my thought is like, I'm not going to go to the CrossFit games. Like, I think that I could do well. And actually, people here have been like, well, you could definitely, and granted, I'm 35 now, so masters, like, you could go to the masters games if you wanted to, like, you could do it. But then you think about how much work it would take to be at the, like, absolute most elite level, and do I care that much? And then it's like, "Why am I doing this?" And you're, like, trying to, like, peel back the layers and trying to find this is what I'm trying to do, like, the balance of what how much do I wanna give to something just for fun? For I don't know, I'm kinda going through it, and the other problem with it is, like, training hurts. Like, it literally physically it hurts when you're, like, trying to push hard and then, should I just go through the motion? No, you have to, like, if you wanna keep progressing, you have to, like, push really hard, and that fucking hurts. So I don't know, Allie, can you do therapy on me right now and just help me work through this right now?
Is the end goal to completely for yourself, or is it to do you want to win CrossFit games?
Um, of course, I would love to, like, win the CrossFit Games. That is, like, such a far-reaching goal. Like, first of all, I would never actually go to the regular games. This would have to be the old person division, and even the old person division is, like, incredible. It's like I know it sounds bad. There's no fucking way that I'm gonna win the CrossFit Games. I would love to go to even qualify to go, or I would love to, like, be invited to really good competitions across the country. They have invitationals where you can go and compete.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so that's like I of course I relate this back to YouTube where
Yeah.
Mr. Beast talks about like the difference between being number 2 and being number 1 is so big that like you've already passed the point of diminishing returns. So now it's like or you're going to soon. At
Yeah,
some point you will.
right.
And then yeah, so then like why work I have
You're
my
right
hands
there.
extended. Yeah. So you've already done 50%. If 0% all the way to 100% of effort,
Mhm.
you're at 50 you're halfway there because you're already from and that's what it takes to go from number 2 to number 1, which is like where you're at now, right? Like you're but then, like, you have to do the other 50%
Bro.
to go from 2 to 1. And
Yeah.
is that for your personal health? Is that for to keep you mentally sane? Is that because are you bored? You know, like, that's interesting.
It's so weird because that's the thing. Okay, when I first got into CrossFit a year ago, it was because I had been out of CrossFit since 2019 and I was losing my gains. Like I was just not even like actual like my looks. This was a aesthetic move. I was like I need to get back in the gym so I have some more muscle mass on this bod. And so it started out with aesthetic. And of course, you want to be healthy and feel good, especially like in clothes or out of clothes. Like that was like the goal in the beginning. And then I feel like I know this because of data, right? I have the in-body scan of when I started versus where I am now and like the amount of muscle that I've gained and fat that I've dropped. So like and I actually kind of look crazy now. Like I don't actually look like a normal, like I look like a that girl's what is happening there,
The
which
photo
I'm
will
fine
be
with.
on theagentgoldmine.com. That's today's golden nugget.
I
Just
Wait,
kidding.
what are we putting on the golden nugget?
Your photo. Just
Oh, my photo. Well, it's funny. I'm wearing this like oversized shirt. I should have worn something where you could like see my fucking traps.
Remove that
Anyway.
trap.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it's not aesthetic. It's not health at this point. Which this is what I'm saying. Like I'm stripping off the initial reasons of why I got in. And I do know that I am in CrossFit fed by like social recognition and like gym dominance. Like it fuels me. You know, like I want to be number one. Um, and so, but like, is that enough for this? Like, and it's not even just my gym now. Like, I want it to be in like Lexington wide, like Kentucky wide, like see how far. But just like you said, it's like the first part, the exponential growth in the beginning is great and fun. But then looking at this like absolute mountain of work that I have to do to move the needle, like just a tiny bit more, I'm just like, is it worth it? So that's where I'm at. Thank you for talking that through with me. And maybe I'll report back on the next personal show that we do.
I think only really time will tell, you know, like it either continues to fuel you and you're just like in that obsessive mindset, which is good, you know, like
Which I love
because it's
being. I
healthy.
love
Yeah.
being there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, or at some point you're going to be like, no. And either
Yeah.
way, it's fine.
Yes, you're right. Either way is fine. Just gotta figure it out. Maybe I'll do your hypnotist next.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I'm doing hypnotism because I'm a little scared to do draggies. So,
Yeah, or I'll just do that. You're right. I'll go trip balls this weekend.
yeah, do it. Report back.
And report back. Okay, cool. That is all I got for my it's funny, I was, like, gonna talk about closings and stuff, like actually, I do. One note, this is my last thing on the personal update. I was just gonna say that so far this year, closed, what is it, 13, which is nothing compared to my first year in real estate. But I will say that with my 13 closed, I have 5 million in volume closed, whereas my first year in real estate, I closed 48 and 6 million in volume.
That's
So that is
crazy.
my win. I am excited about that. I am doing what I set out to do, which is less transactions, more volume, and a
Yep.
lifestyle that I love leading. And that's it.
Yes. Yes. I love that. I love that. I think we're done. If any of you resonated with that, hit us up. That's why we make the show for you guys. So hopefully it resonates. We
Please,
are
hey, give us a 5-star review if you like this
Holler.
stuff. Please, 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 please. This is please just go give us a 5-star review.
You heard it here. Ali the Agent on the gram, The Shelby Show. Be a bro and share this show.
Bye.
If you're on a 50-50 split, it's time to rethink your brokerage. At eXp, the split is 80-20. And once you cap, you keep 100%. We show you how to get there faster. I'm Ali Garced, or Ali the Agent. My sponsor, Shelby Johnson, and I each close over 40 deals a year. We are full-time agents actively producing, and everyone in our upline is an icon agent. When you name us as a sponsor at eXp, you get full access to all of our systems and checklists and templates, our 200K GCI playbook to help you make 200K your first year, direct mentorship and direct access to us, no huge group calls. We also help agents add another stream of income, which is rev share. We will help you with all the tools and trainings you need to build revenue share that will help you retire early. If you're interested in building an actual business, book a call at theagentgoldmine.com.